What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Oh, yeah, we're getting all the big callbacks in this one.
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head?
Not really, but go on.
That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy.
There it is, nanomachines, Hideo Kojima.
When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Oh, you info blocker, you.
Ace.
You two must have strong stomachs. I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long.
That's a weird name. I can't figure out what country that's from either.
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance.
Why?
Come on, it'll only take a moment.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up!
Well, I think we've cleared out everything in the other room anyway, so I think we're okay. So, give me this. I don't need the ink. Nothing in the drawer anymore. So now what I need to do is, in the item menu. That's not what I wanted. Now we have the dirty cylinder. Blank paper. There's code chart. I'm having trouble, Robocop. Alright, now I gotta do this. Give me a second. Oops. No idea what that translates to, but it did a thing. Oh, get back in the drawer. Something inside that looks like a file or something.
Looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE.
Well, 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 another callback.
All ice. Alice. Does this mean... What the hell is this?
It's the hieroglyphics.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Bottom deck library, which we have not seen before.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck library. Oh. 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
Ah ha ha! There's our callback.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the forest of knowledge is the library?
If you still have your inventory linger on the Morse code paper for a second, I'll tell you I have a Morse chart open and another go. Oh.
Then could Alice be in...
Let's see.
What's wrong? Is that so?
Well, don't...
Okay, so Junpei is apparently telling
The
Ace.
Egyptian priestess, an Ice 9. Interesting.
I don't think I can't see it from here, so I gotta get out of this conversation.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster? They called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to 7...
Don't cast
this
Ice
ship
9. You'll
is where
freeze
he
all of
ate
existence.
Alice.
So now that makes me question, does the level of ice go up exponentially? Like, Ice 1 is... Ice 2 is Ice 1 squared, Ice 3 is Ice 2 squared, and so on and so forth.
And you think that he hid her in a small room beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
It's like it's logarithmic, like TN. Oh, okay.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel? Are you serious?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation, cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there. Are you saying that Alice is frozen using that CAS thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and CAS were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
Ace. What the fuck? Is your theory right here weirder in the fucking crystal memes from earlier. Emotep! God damn it, is Brendan Fraser on this ship? We need him now.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes. He was dead when we found him. Clearly, he was murdered. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible.
Well, then how the fuck did she get in here?
In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1.
NPC powers, apparently.
Who was it that opened that door?
She could just float through fields.
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody.
Sure, she just floated through the door, completely ignoring the deads and whatever.
After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters and killed that guy in there and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him?
Again, who the fuck would have been able to float through a goddamn wall, you idiot?
Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors.
All right, you find one. You open it then.
The
You
numbered
figure out
door
how to...
would mean nothing
Well-
to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Okay, Ace, turn around, turn around, turn around. Do you see that fucking piece of metal on the window behind you? Find an exit. Find an alternate route. That somehow allows her to get in there. That isn't fucking blocked off by the metal shit. Kitty Pride ending confirmed. I have no idea about the reference. I
Then
apologize.
you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge. And the big mystery.
Shadowcat, the ex-girl who can float through walls.
What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge?
Okay, then. All right. New theory. All ice or Alice is now Shadowcat.
Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
All right, let's see if I still have that thing in my inventory. I do. All right. That is the arrangement. Yep. I'm trying to straighten that out a little bit, but I can't. So yeah, that's as much as we're gonna get. So yes. Okay, one sec. All right. Okay. While that's going on, okay, I do have a pencil here. So I think we still have a little bit of more puzzling to go. But this is a perfect card to do this with. Still have plenty of room on this one. In case I need writing implements. $35 nonsense Z according to chart I'm looking at. Oh, that's actually interesting. Because that actually does tie in. Because if we do... No, not right now. No, I don't want to quit. Go to File. Numeral system chart. 10 is in base 10. 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. So using that chart, Z is 35. So using that hexadecimal chart, yeah, Z is 35. And we need that actually for this. So now we put the key in here. And the solution to this one is to put in 0 in numeral form. So we have to put Z. Yep. Z. E. R. O. So if 35 is Z, so if that Morse code says that 35 is Z and you figured that out, that's a shortcut to figuring out what Z is supposed to be. Otherwise, I just had to manually count it out last time I went through here. So that's one way you could have solved the Z number for this code. But otherwise, yeah, Z, E, R, O. According to a 26 decimal thing or whatever it would be. Like, hexadecimal includes to F or whatever and stuff like that, and then goes to 10. Yeah, that would be this. Let's enter this. Lock open. All right. So that's door 1. Maybe the nonsense string is supposed to be Morse for an equal sign, but that is probably not standard Morse code if it is.
All right, let's go. That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper. This is... Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
What's wrong?
I found a map for this floor.
I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to? Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, this? This is... a note.
A note?
Yeah, I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes.
Oh, never mind. This is different.
It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
Oh. Hello.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later, all right? Come on, we gotta hurry.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note.
But that's interesting.
Jeez, what are you thinking?
Excuse me. Hate these stupid allergies / cold that I
For
have.
crying out loud.
And back at the staircase.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up. Just like it says on the map. Ace, did he head down? Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really?
Let's join them. Jumpy, Clover,
What's up?
we found it.
Found what?
We found it.
What did you find?
The last door.
I found a full intonation Morse star to hyphen is that, but that's an extra dit in the middle. I can't find anything for the... Okay.
We found door 9!
What?
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay. Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Yeah, it's finally time.
I want to check flowchart. It's at the split, but we are moving over this way.
We've reached the end. Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go, Jumpy!
Yeah,